You've seen the early lines when I did my full card breakdown. You saw the adjusted lines when we did the line setting segment with Chris Riley. And now here are the final lines for UFC Vegas 37, Smith versus Spann. I'm going to walk through. I'm logged in. This is my account. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to make some plays. You're going to watch me do it. You could follow along. You could not. I'm going to explain my logic. And hopefully we all get rich together. If you don't know what Monkey Knife Fight is, it's daily fantasy. Super easy. You can do this from the app on your phone. You come in here, you click on a fight, and then you just say, do you think Hannah Goldy's going to land more or less than 97 strikes? Emily Whitmire, more or less than 57 strikes. You make your picks. You 2.5 times your money. Easiest thing in the world. Go to wewantpicks.com/MKF. Use promo code WWP, and you will instantly match your deposit. You put in $10, they'll give you 10. You have 20. You put in 100, they give you 100. You now have $200 to play with. What I do every single week is I have $100 in my account. I play about 10 lines at $10 each. At the end of the week, I withdraw my winnings. I leave 100 in, and I rinse and repeat. So let's walk through some of these lines. We'll do this. Actually, I might touch that fight later. So let's take a look at the main event. And again, this is me with my money. I'm going in here. I'm doing my plays right now. Anthony Smith, 72. Ryan Spann, 40. I don't know if I like that line. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at a fight that I know will be busy, that I know will go the distance. So we can go ahead and look at the more. Actually, this fight's expected to end early. 68 and 40. All right. Let's dig in here. I will go back to Hannah Goldy, Emily Whitmire. I'm going to do more here. I think this fight is busy. I think it goes the distance. I think Hannah Goldy will stifle Emily Whitmire, hold her against the cage, land a bunch of strikes. You know, both of these women are very busy strikers. So I think it's going to go the distance. I'm going to do more here. $10. You see 10 to win 25. Submit. Let's lock that in. We have a whole bunch more to do. 9 more, basically. And I don't always, you know, there's times where I just don't like enough of the lines. And the key here is you want to jump on these lines early. It's Saturday. So now the lines are pretty stable. These are pretty good lines at this point. The market moved them. So we're not going to get the gifts that we normally get early in the week, but let's see what happens. Penny Konzayed, Raquel Pennington. Ooh, this might be a less. And not that I necessarily think there'll be a stoppage, but I think Raquel is just going to hold Penny against the cage. Raquel's not a great wrestler or anything like that, but she's definitely a good pressure fighter, hold you against the cage and prevent you from doing anything and getting off those shots. So this might be a good less play. I'm gonna stick with the less. I mean, I think it probably goes the distance, but these are 2 high strike lines, and Raquel will hold you against the cage. She's not going to take you down. If she would take you all the way to the mat, then she'll get some good strikes in, some good elbows in, but she's going to hold you against the cage. So I like the less here. We've got 2 locked in. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's take a look at a few more of these lines. Even if I don't play it, I'll break it down for you. Tony Gravely versus Nate Maness. This is an interesting line because Tony Gravely, a very effective ground and pound striker. Nate Maness is pretty good everywhere. He gets his shots off everywhere. I think Tony Gravely is going to win the first 2 rounds, hold Nate Maness down, beat him up on the ground, and lose the 3rd round out of exhaustion. But this may be a more because Tony Gravely, very busy. He gets his takedowns. He's very busy on top. Nate Maness is going to be looking for those openings, looking to make things happen. And honestly, he is definitely going to have a successful round. Every fight starts on its feet. Let's stick with the more. Again, it's Saturday. The lines aren't amazing. I'm going to take a look at a few more, and then we're going to do some of the slates. The slates are really where I enjoy playing because you get some different looks, and you get to 5 times your money instead of 2.5. Let's take a look at Harris and Impa. Ooh, it's a low line. This is a low line. Impa's gun shy. Impa doesn't, I'm going less more. And I know Chris said splitting it almost never happens. That's not the way to go. But I think Carlson Harris is going to out-wrestle Impa, hold him down, beat him up on top. 47 strikes is not that much if he's on top firing away. Impa is historically gun shy. Yeah, I'm going to go less more. I've been told splitting it is not the way to go by Chris Riley, who sets these lines, but I'm still gonna give it a shot. See what happens. Now let's go to slates. I'm gonna do some all-day slates here. We'll start with Knockout Kings. So Knockout Kings, super simple. All you need to do is pick 3 fighters who you think will win by KO or TKO. Let's take a look. You don't even necessarily, so like I think Ryan Spann loses this fight, but he's got power. He could absolutely win by KO or TKO. So let's put him in here, see what happens. I'm just scrolling quickly. Let's take a look. Where is my buddy? Where is he? Come on. Sakarian. I think Sakarian is absolutely going to dominate this fight. He can win it by KO on his feet. He can win it by TKO because he's such a nasty wrestler. Take it to the ground, elbow in the mouth. And then we'll grab Joaquin Buckley. So Ryan Spann, even though I think Anthony Smith wins, Sakarian is a lock for a win. Should be a TKO. Joaquin Buckley is always live for a knockout, but this is a tougher fight. So we're going to lock in 3. Now, I have a few options. I can 1.25 my money, which means a 25% net profit, and I only need 1 knockout. I can 2.5 times my money with 2, or I could 6 times my money with 3. I am just going to do the 1. I'm conservative. I'll do $20 to win $25. Let's lock that in. I just need 1 of those to be a KO or TKO. Historically, I've only lost 1 of these in like the 8 weeks that they've been offering them. So I'm enjoying those quite a bit. Let's take a look at a few more slates. We have my favorite things to do. Well, first of all, let's take a look at a rapid fire. Rapid fire is nice because it takes different fighters from different fights. This is fantasy points. I don't want fantasy points. Okay, so will Hannah Goldy land more strikes than Penny Kanzad? Ooh, I think so, because I think Raquel Pennington's just going to hold her against the cage. Will Armin land more than Raquel? That's a hard one because Raquel's getting 7.5, and Armin is going to dominate that fight. So I'm going to go with Raquel because I think Raquel's fight will go longer. So she has more rounds, and she's getting 7.5. Let's do $10, and this is 10 to win 30, which is why I love the slates. You get better odds. Let's take a look at a few more of these slates. I got $30 left, so let's take 3 more. All right. We'll just take a look at a normal 2 for 2. Again, you 3 times your money. Hannah and Panny. See, I've already done this one, so I don't want all my eggs in one basket because we just basically did this in the rapid fire. I picked Hannah over Panny, so Hannah 97, Panny 96. I'll leave that one alone. Let's take a look at the next option. Lipsky and Tony Gravely. Will Lipsky get more than 79? I'll leave that alone. Those lines are hard. Those are high enough to be a problem and very tricky. All right, Raquel Pennington, more or less than 85. And this is 3 for 3. Man. All right, let's just triple the more here. We'll do $10. 10 to win 50, which I love. And there should be another option here. Let's do another 3 for 3. I love the 3 for 3s. You 5 times your money. Let's say I play 3 of them and I lose 3. I'm still up. Buddy boy. Instead of all day, let's do main card. This narrows the field a little bit, which should help me. Oh, 3 for 3. They lower the odds to 4 times. What? Nope. Don't like those. Let's go back to all day. Take a look. 3 for 3 fantasy points. This could be interesting. Oh, this is 2 for 2 fantasy points. Tony Gravely, more fantasy points than Aaron Blanchfield, or more or less than 100. I'm going to do more and more. I think there's an early stoppage here. I think Tony Gravely gets a ton of takedowns. Let's do $10. This is fantasy points. This is how they score the fantasy points. Significant strikes, 0.6. A knockdown is 12. Takedowns are 6. So I think Tony Gravely is going to hammer away, get a ton of takedowns. Submissions attempted 5, a round 1 win, and then there's bonuses all the way up. So Tony Gravely, even in a loss, had 4 takedowns, 4 times 6, plus all the strikes in between. I mean, that was even in a loss. He scored well. So 91's a lot, but I think he'll do really well. Aaron Blanchfield's going to get an early stoppage. So let's do 10. Lock that in. 10 to win 30. I got $20 left. I'm going to leave $20 here. I'll hit it up in the live stream, see what people think. wewantpicks.com/MKF. Promo code WWP gets you an instant deposit match. Play it. It's super fun. It's super legal. This is daily fantasy. Download the app on your phone, and you can play these all throughout the night. If you're watching the prelims, you can keep continuing to play on the rest of the prelims, the main card, all of that. So what I like to do sometimes is, as I'm watching the fights, you can get a feel for the night is how it's going to go. Is it going to be a war? Are all the fights ending early? How is the day going? And you can get a feel for that energy and play those lines, hit up some mores, hit up some lesses, depending what you feel. Either way, wewantpicks.com/MKF. Join us for our pre-fight live stream, and hopefully we all get rich together.